5,
Three,
2,
1, and we're live.
Hey, how we doing? Back, Matt. Welcome back, guys. We got, what is this, week 4?
Week 4, episode
This
4.
is episode 4 of Two Guys, One Studio. I'm Mike.
I'm Matt. This is episode Too Fast to Be Furious.
That's a real. So, just so you guys know, Monty is responsible for coming up with these names. I just like hearing them right before to try and piece together what they could possibly mean. I have no idea.
It's like
today.
a piece of a puzzle.
Do you
That's
have anything for me? Anything for me today? Any reason why you picked that?
I was doing a lot of data stuff, numbers going everywhere, flying through my head.
Crunching.
My head's just a calculator right now. So I thought, too fast to be what? We're too fast to be furious.
We are furious.
Because you can't catch us.
Because we're at the top. No. See, one thing that's kind of upsetting me.
What?
So we got our show of the week. Okay, guys? If you didn't hear, we finally won show of the week. It was kind of a big deal.
Huge deal.
It was a huge deal. We come in today, right? Eddie's not here, who's our usual studio manager, So we're a little thrown for a loop, Then we find out another individual we know stole the Sharpie on us. Can't even sign our own picture. So now our picture's sitting up there, right there, nude, naked. Anything to say about that?
I don't even know what to say about it.
Speechless.
We just look like scrubs in here. And my thing is, where do we go from here?
Only up.
Show of the year? Show of the century?
That's what I'm wondering.
Show of the decade? They just put our face on Killian?
Could you imagine 2 guys, 1 studio just wrapped around that WICR? We would be the face of WICR at that point. We'd need a record deal to proceed.
That's
All
goals
right.
to go by.
All right, so moving on from that. How was your week? Give me a little rundown if you got anything for me. Anything exciting happened? You tired? Over it? What?
This week? Nothing too crazy. I can't think of it. Honestly, my weeks at school go by way too fast because I only have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday classes.
God bless.
So I just my whole semester is just being meshed into one. I don't remember what's going on because it just flies
one
by.
Blur after.
Yeah,
and you're taking 5
by.
classes.
Yeah.
You see, for me, it's not flying by. Taking 6 classes and everything's going real slow. Everything is just really pressing on the brakes these days. I'm exhausted. I'm done with doing work. I'm over it. This show, nice outlet right here.
Yeah, a little break, speak your mind.
I need to get away from my own. I need to get away from the 10801.
Get those inner demons out of your mind.
So something exciting for you, the fans, you.
Don't
You're
forget the people on YouTube.
You're good, you. The next thing we're gonna be, that's De Niro.
Yeah. You.
The next segment we're gonna be adding, it's gonna be a weekly thing. Why don't you introduce it?
You want me to introduce it?
Yeah, you came up with the name, introduce it.
All right. So you've probably heard this a lot of other shows. If you listen to anything, it's called a Mount Rushmore. So it's basically a drafting system where one person goes and then the next person goes for 2. But then you find a topic and you have to draft topics based on it.
Did I just hear you say that the next person has to go for 2?
Yeah. So
that's a snake draft.
Yeah, snake draft.
Wow. Okay.
Electric. So you have to be ready. You have to have 2 good ones in mind.
You just hit me with that.
It sneaks up on you. I thought you knew that.
Yeah, no, I had.
It's my fault. You were in a snake draft expert. You don't watch Animal Planet?
It's survival of the fittest. That's all I know. All right, fine. Well, you know what?
You want to start us off with this topic?
Yeah, I guess. So the topic we're going to be doing today, which was chosen by Matthew and myself, is a Mount Rushmore of the top food places in New Rochelle. Okay? So we're going to name 4 places.
We
right?
both
4
get 4
places each.
Snake draft.
Snake draft. Okay? 4 places right off of it. Right off the top of the dome piece.
And then afterwards, later on, we're going to ask the viewers who won this Mount Rushmore. Who do you think has a better list? Okay? You want to start us off? You want to go second? I don't like you looking up places when
I'm not looking up.
I'm going off the heezy.
Yeah, but you know what? You're a native. You're a New
closer
Rochelle
to here
native.
than I am.
Yeah, but I'm a commuter. It's not easy for
That's
me
true.
to get
I
out
do.
and eat over here,
Yeah, how far do you think I go? I don't have a car.
All right,
I
fine.
walk to Smokehouse and eat Smokehouse 8 times
Okay,
a
so
day.
go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I just said it, so I can't let you have
Smo-
it. And I think a lot of the people on the Instagram are gonna like this one. So I'm gonna go Smokehouse right
Yeah.
there.
Well, you just
Boom.
screwed yourself by going first because I'm about. This is shout out to my
You
guy
take
Mike
two.
at the Avenue Deli, Waco and Gemelli's. Bang.
Waco and Gemelli's.
Hit you with that. Hit you with that hard. What are you gonna say? A number one now?
A number one.
You gonna say
Are we
something
doing
crazy?
only meal plan or doing all New Rochelle?
We could do all a New Rochelle.
Okay, good.
You really got
because
some.
that would have been contentious.
But honestly, I feel like we shouldn't name franchises. Like I don't want to hear Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, okay. No franchise. I agree. Small business, support small business.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with. So now I get 2 picks, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with La Rosa's Pizza.
I don't even know where that is.
Oh,
That
it's
the place that was on
phenomenal.
Barstool?
No, that wasn't the place on Barstool.
What was the name of that place?
Oh, you shouldn't be talking while I'm going because then that's gonna come for you. I'm gonna go 2 pizza places. Johnny's Pizza. No, that's Mount Vernon.
No,
That's Mount Vernon.
no,
Void,
okay.
It's void.
That's
It's void.
crazy.
It's void. It's void. That's Mount Vernon. La Rosa's in New Rochelle, though. It is tremendous pizza. Went there a bunch. Great pizza. If I'm gonna go with number 3, I am going to go with. I'm thinking of places like around the area.
I know.
I'll go with Gemelli's for my number 3.
Listed it already.
You said Gemelli's?
Waco and Gemelli's. You could go with the Ave.
I thought you did the Ave.
No, I said shout out to Mike at the Ave.
Why would you shout them out if you don't?
It's
name
all the
place?
same owners. They're all cohesive.
No.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
the
All right.
same
You want to
owners.
do? You want to do this? Go
Yeah.
around the owners. I'll go Posto 21 or 22.
Yeah, you got to say the right number first.
Posto 22 if you want to bring it
Okay,
all in the
so
same
that's
owners.
your number
Because you
3.
shout out someone and then
Okay, fine. So my final 2
yeah, final 2.
is gonna be. This isn't in any order, but my number 3 and my top 4. This is just because I'm small town kid,
Mhm.
big city dreaming. Garden Catering,
It's not near show.
Chicken Joe's. I always get those confused.
Yeah.
So
okay,
basically,
like a Chicken Joe's,
for those of you who
Chicken
don't
Joe's
know what
good.
that is, it's the bags of chicken. They'll come with some nice seasoning, fries, a little piece of chicken, these cones. It's phenomenal. So that would be my 3. And honestly, for my 4,
Wait, I have a little problem with that. Isn't Chicken Joe's a franchise?
what are we classifying as a franchise?
All right, I'll let it pass. I'm just saying the viewers might
I
not
think
be
it's
as
called a chain. It's a chain. There's
All right,
3 places,
all right.
3 Chicken Joe's total. One in Rye,
Oh,
one here, and then
okay.
one other one.
If
So
there's 3, that's
it's
fine.
not like Smokehouse is
Yeah.
a couple. There's one in Mamaroneck. 2.
3 and 2 are different.
I said a couple.
Yeah. No, I'm joking. I'm okay with it. I'll allow it.
Well,
The viewers, on the other hand, I don't know how they're gonna feel.
you know what? And I'm gonna say my
they're
4th.
pissed.
They're pissed.
No, I'm joking.
My 4th and last one is gonna be Augie's, and
Largemont.
Oh,
We should have did a broader area
I
because I have people
said
in there.
that.
Someone said Masons. That's I forget what
that's the sandwich place,
that's
right?
Eastchester. That's the problem. We made our areas too broad.
I'm gonna have to go with the Avenue Deli.
Yeah, you
Now
might
I
as
just
well,
hit the
'cause you shout 'em
trifecta,
out,
yeah. Shout out Mike. Shout out Mike. He's actually my neighbor. You know that?
Yeah.
He lives
No,
right
it's-
back.
It's actually hilarious. You told me the story.
I was selling cookie dough. Ran into Mike. Could you imagine? So,
All right, I
so
still got one more.
oh,
Oh
yeah.
no, you have.
No, I said all 4. I had to go 2. I got the 3 places and then
Like, there's so many places I
Chicken
could say
Joe's.
if we wind it open a little bit. I think this is our first one. We're still learning lessons from it. We're still learning
we're
about
growing.
it. There's so many places I could say around the area, and I want to say New Rochelle. They're not. Like, I would have said Bar Taco. That's not up there. I would have said Mason's. That would
Yeah,
have
that's
been
a
like my number
solid
1.
spot.
Let me go. My solidified number 4, New Rochelle Eatery is
Slide it in there. Come on, let me see it.
modern.
Bang.
Downtown New Row.
I like
Phenomenal
it.
meal.
Yeah, I feel like we stuck
there for
really
my
around North
anniversary.
Avenue. We didn't get too crazy with it.
No, we didn't because
We should
I
have just
wasn't
said
ready
North
for it.
Avenue at that point. No, I wasn't even. This is something.
If we do North Ave, it would have been cool because like there's only so many. Like there's like I literally think there's
Yeah.
like 8.
you might have to say Moe's. Might have to list a Deli Mart as one of those places.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so yeah, that's gonna
Mr.
be a
Taco.
weekly segment. So it's gonna be the Mount Rushmore of the week.
Next week, we're gonna plan out a little bit better on what our topic will be.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure it's
bulletproof. Make sure it's bulletproof. So another thing actually that we wanted to introduce, we're really just privileging you guys.
Getting some good viewers in there.
Oh, yeah?
Viewers.
7 viewers. Oh, that's heavy.
Oh,
That's
wait,
heavy.
I'm on the wrong thing.
What are you on your own?
Yeah.
Just close it out. Start now.
Start a new one.
Yeah,
Sorry to my own viewers. Tune in 2 Guys 1 Studio. My bad. We're gonna start it up right now and do the page.
So I'm gonna wait to make this announcement then, because I feel like this is a pretty important announcement.
Okay. Yeah.
The next segment we're gonna be adding.
Yeah, that's on me. That's a lack of awareness. I also blame Eddie for being a distraction to the show
by not being in attendance.
Yeah,
Eddie.
So that's on me. I was wondering why I was getting like a very random, like not
Vibe.
random, but like people who like.
Oh, you were getting some different viewers.
Yeah,
huh?
from like back in the day, like.
That's good though. You're reconnecting with
get some new viewers, maybe.
That's what we're here for. Okay, so we're live. What's up, Instagram? Now that we're actually on air.
Yeah, sorry. If you're tuning in now on this Instagram, I by mistakenly put it on my own Instagram instead of the page's Instagram.
It's not a big deal.
Technical difficulties. We've had at least one per episode.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty good average though. You don't want to be more than one. I feel you start breaking out more than one, you're screwing up.
We might have had more. Than one.
Yeah, I know. So our next segment that we're gonna be adding, we're not starting it this week, maybe. But it's gonna be a rating system, okay, in which we discuss certain movies. Could be one, could be a few, okay, and Matthew and I will come to a consensus upon discussing. Okay. And we will decide what we want to rate the movie on a scale of 0 to 100. And I want you to introduce the name because I love the name.
Oh, the name. So we were rushing together to find one that was applicable to the show. We had a couple names in thought. Studometer. What was the one you had?
The Broccoli-o-meter.
The Broccoli-o-meter. And this ray of light came out and just
shining right on us
between the clouds and came with us. So the name for our rating, which we're going to compare movies, and we're 1,000 times better than Rotten Tomatoes. 2 Guys 1 rating.
I love that. I absolutely love that. So yeah, look forward to that, guys. Definitely be on the lookout for that. We'll probably include that on our Instagram.
Yeah, we'll put some rankings in there so you guys can look through. You need a little movie.
Yeah, no, that'll definitely be on our Instagram page. Actually, post some weekly updates with that. What we think about our movies. I like that.
Yeah, 100%. Just keep an updated list. And
yeah,
keep it on
we could be the next Fandango. My middle name ain't Fandango for nothing.
Fandango's gonna be the next us because we're bigger than Fandango.
Right. No, shout out Fandango. So our next segment.
Don't shout out Fandango. It's our competitor.
We're very competitive. Definitely very competitive here.
All right.
Our next
take
segment.
Us through the movie?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know what we're talking about.
So let's go to our next segment. Winners and losers of the week. Okay. You want to start? We'll start with the winners.
The winner?
Start with the winners.
All right. My winner of the week. Some of you may not know this. But I don't know if a lot of people would know it. I actually didn't know it until I was scrolling down Instagram on the Explore page and I see it and I go, it's a little interesting day. It's like I didn't even know this was today. I didn't get my my hair done.
Oh, you weren't prepared.
Yeah, no, I was not prepared at all for this day. So this day, do you know what day it is?
What day is it?
National Men's Day.
Wait, when was this?
Today.
Not one person came up to
me. No one, my girlfriend didn't say, "Oh, happy National Men's Day."
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like I'm not even man enough.
Wait, okay. I want you. That's kind of ridiculous.
Verify it.
Yeah, no.
And then that brings me into my thing too. You see me rocking a mustache. It's for Movember. Support men's health awareness. So a lot of things like prostate cancer, colon cancer.
Keep going. This is your ad.
Yeah,
to be a macho man right here.
I'm just trying to be a macho man and support people for awareness for things like that. So they go to get themselves checked out. So,
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Get yourself checked out. But this is for all the men, who are just grinding all day and don't get noticed,
Yeah.
Notice it.
Happy National Men's Day. 2 Guys 1 Studio notices the men of the world. All right? Come on. And the woman. Not discriminator.
Yeah. National Women's Day. We're going to give them a shout out.
When is that?
No clue. I only knew this today because I saw it on Instagram.
I'm curious.
All right, Google it quick.
Let's get a quick little Google on that. Ooh, that's oh,
It's a Tuesday.
no.
What is
Okay,
it,
well, I don't know
tomorrow?
why this is even here, but supposedly in South Africa, it's celebrated on a different day. If you were concerned, it's August 9th. But in everywhere else, it's August 10th
For what?
for National Women's Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why it's different in
August
South
10th.
Africa.
All right. Remind us on August 10th. All
Yeah,
right, you want to go?
yeah,
through
we'll
your winner?
we'll be live in the studio then. So my winner of the week gets me excited. Okay,
Gets
it's
me
something
excited
that
too,
we
to see you excited.
you see, like I'm jittery almost, like my
Yeah.
ears are perking up. If
That's
you
why
could
you
see
wanted
'em.
to go for that. Usually go loser first.
Yeah.
Take us through. Take us through.
Winner
All
of the
you.
week here.
All you.
So
I'll be back here.
we spoke about it last week. Ford versus Ferrari. Okay. I was just way too excited to not go see it right off rip. So I went Thursday or Friday night. I went Thursday night actually. Went to the studio, saw it. Absolutely loved it. My winner of the week, Christian Bale. I don't want to spoil anything because I can't. It's still too fresh. Not enough people have seen it. Spoiler alert, I might go see it again tonight. Discounted
Jeez.
tickets. That could be a
Is
life
it?
hack, guys. Yeah, Tuesdays discounted tickets at well, at least in my movie theater.
It usually is, but the one newer I don't think it is. But keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, so
Get back on.
absolutely phenomenal. Matt Damon does a great job, but yeah. So basically, I'm gonna explain a little bit of it without destroying the whole thing. One thing I'm gonna note is that despite what a lot of movies are, where it's like that fairy tale ending, this is not that. Okay, that's not spoiling anything
It's
because
real life.
it's just realistic. Is all I
Yeah.
have to say about it. So basically, Matt Damon plays Shelby, which is the car manufacturer, and he teams up with Ford, who's trying to construct a sport car that could beat the Ferrari at this big race that's in Europe. It's a 24-hour race. Okay.
Do you remember the name? Because I feel like I know the name. It's like those 500 races with.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. It's like all like motorsport and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so basically, Matt Damon has to construct a car. So he's allowed to bring in whoever he wants. He's got a blank check to do whatever he wants with Ford's money to generate the fastest car possible. So he brings in his friend, Christian Bale. Okay. So Christian Bale is a mechanic, has a mechanic shop, but he's also a racer. Okay. So he knows a lot about cars and he races.
He's got big dreams.
Yeah. He's big dreaming. So basically, the whole movie is just Matt Damon Matt Damon and Christian Bale working together to formulate this car, and then there's the race and whatnot, and the results you're gonna have to wait to see once you see the movie.
Ooh.
But yeah, no, it did absolutely phenomenal in the box office. It did 31 million just this weekend.
Yeah.
The only movie that came second to that was Charlie's Angels, and that was just 8 million.
No, that was lower than
it was.
There was definitely a different second.
No, I'm saying for movies that just dropped this week.
Oh, for this week?
Yeah.
I heard that flopped in the box office.
Yeah, I couldn't
way
see
worse than
that.
expected.
This definitely goes back to the conversation we had a few weeks back where it was like all those reboots, like why?
Yeah. What do you give this movie?
Yes.
Ford versus Ferrari. What do you give it on the 2 guys 1 rating list?
So
the first one ever.
Yeah.
Inaugural rating.
Yeah, this
everyone
is-
who sees it is losing their mind.
Yeah, I know. So this is really gonna if we screw this up, it could botch our whole validity
Oh, don't
as
say
an
we.
organization.
It
Yeah, but we're agreeing on this and we're coming to a
I
consensus.
completely agree with what you said. I have not got around to seeing it yet. Whatever Mike says,
He's
my
locking
rating
it in.
too. Yeah, give it to us.
I'm gonna say that this is gonna be one of the movies of the year, and I think it might even beat out Joker, which I loved. I don't even want to go into that, but I love that movie so much. But yeah, I literally went to the movie theater with my girlfriend who does not know a thing about cars, doesn't care about cars. I look to my right, the girl's crying towards the end of the movie. And I'm like, what did I do now? Like, I start getting frustrated. I'm like, I didn't do nothing wrong. Come on, don't start crying. She's like, the movie? It was good. I'm going to give it 9.4. I'm not going to be
94.
Yeah.
You said. Yeah.
Yeah, 9.4, 94. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 94. I'm not gonna
94.
Yeah.
First rating ever.
Yeah,
Set the bar high.
Yeah, I don't want to be one of those guys who starts throwing out 99s, 100s like it's nothing. You got to work for it. This was a phenomenal movie, and like I said, I think it was the movie of the year or one of them. So 94, well deserved.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think you've ever seen a movie that if you had to go back and rate it on the 2 guys 1 rating, that would be 100? Do you think you'd
Yeah.
ever have one?
Yeah, probably.
Which one?
Realistically, The Godfather. If you're talking about cinematic, like look up top movies ever. I'm not even.
Yeah, I
I'm not
see
saying it
that.
because I'm like a mafia
Yeah,
movie guy. Like I
yeah.
love all that. Like genuinely, from like the acting, all the stuff in the background, like the script itself, the storyline. Like I think that's one of the best cinematic movies ever.
You would get in
That would get 100.
Are we allowed to rate old movies or
Yeah.
no? You
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah. You said a movie you previously watched.
Yeah. All right, I'm down for that.
Give me one.
Are you locking that one in?
That would
For
be
Godfather?
that would be. I'm not saying I would have multiple 100s for sure for movies, but I would say
Multiple. I
yeah.
thought you were saying they're hard to get.
Yeah, but you're gonna tell me there's not some undeniably great films all time. I'm not saying
That's
there's a
true,
lot.
that's
I'm
true.
saying there's maybe a handful, 2, 3, maybe 4.
Well, you said you can name 3. I feel like our 3, my 3, and your 3 would be a little different.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
I think that's what makes the 2 guys 1 rating so good.
Because we got a blend. It's like a tossed salad.
Yeah.
Give me yours. Let me hear.
If I had to give 100,
just
Penny,
one.
I can't think of any off the top of my head right now.
Really?
Because I'm a little bit of a tougher grader, I guess.
Really? I hit this
I-
with a no. So, but I hit this with a 94. This movie was good. You know.
So I
was-
see you're tough.
I mean, I guess I don't know. Maybe it doesn't deserve. I don't know.
No,
I'm not saying.
it's locked in
No,
already.
not that. I'm
It's-
saying The Godfather with the 100.
No,
That could have been a little tough. I might have given it. I'm letting my fan side take over.
I think that's a fair one. I think it's fair giving that 100. It's one of the best movies of all time.
Yeah, there's a few
I feel like
movies
it's
like
one
that.
thing where like if you don't have it 100, people are like, "What do you don't know nothing about movies?"
Like the Titanic could be another one. I'm not saying
I
me
would
personally.
not give
No,
that
but
100.
I'm not going. No, I'm
No.
not saying based on what I like. I'm saying
I'm not-
based on success.
I'm not basing mine on success. I'm basing mine on what this movie does. You want to know what my highest one ever would be?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Lock it
looking
in,
for.
lock it
Yeah.
in. Right now, I know I've probably have like 100 or 2. Right now, I'm going top movie I would put on there, Warrior 96. Oh, I feel like I stepped on your toes, but it's my favorite movie of all time. I used to watch it every night before
Really?
wrestling meets because it would get me so fired up.
That was your go-to.
Yeah, it was my go-to all the time. I could watch that movie every night of the year. and
What's,
would
what's
never
your
get tired
take
of
on
it.
Rocky?
Rocky?
They get you pumped up?
Not as much Warrior did. Have you ever seen Warrior? A lot of people haven't seen Warrior. Tom Hardy, at least mentioned him once in an episode.
Yeah.
Joel Egerton,
Okay.
who kind of looks like him. They're
There you go.
brothers fighting in the UFC. You gotta watch that movie. I'm not gonna say anymore. I'm telling you, that movie is insane.
I might peep that, honestly.
It is insane. I feel bad because I stepped over your movie by giving it a 97, but like that movie for me is just like
no, I
there's nothing else I give it. It's a masterpiece, and I don't think enough people have seen it.
feel that.
And
So that would be your top ranked movie if you had to.
Yeah. Another one, I'm not gonna keep.
No, go.
rating them, but
I got like 2 more too that I'm not gonna talk about, but I just want to name them.
we do gotta get a loser of the week. I won't rate mine.
Yeah, don't rate it. Just say
Don't
it.
rate it. Or say it. Mad Max Fury Road, another Tom Hardy movie. I'm not saying
Okay.
that because Tom Hardy. That is have you seen that one, Fury Road?
No.
Another great movie.
I heard that was a good movie.
That
though. My
movie
friends
was
have
just-
seen that.
It's like nothing I've ever seen before. I was like, whoa, but I was like so into it. I was like, oh, like let's go.
I got 2 more now.
All right, name them. Don't rate them.
I'm naming them and I'm not even speaking about them.
Okay.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah. Oh man,
What?
I don't even know how
It's a good movie.
I'm not giving it a rating. Don't hold me to it. Instagram Live, do not hold me to it. That could be 100.
That's a very
All right,
good
all right.
movie.
We're not rating it right now.
And one more. Have you ever seen Taxi Driver or Robert De Niro?
No, I've never seen
So
that. I
the
heard it's
Joker,
great.
you should watch it because they say that the Joker's based off of it. Like it has certain like scenes that are
Yeah.
the same and whatnot. Phenomenal movie. Watch it though. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
But,
okay. You want to go to
yeah.
your loser of the week?
Yeah. My loser of the week grinds my gears. Okay. So
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure if you were watching the football game between the Browns and the Steelers. Okay. 2 division rivals. They've been rivals for years. Always bad blood there.
One of the
Okay.
biggest rivalries in sports.
Yeah.
One
could
of.
be.
It's
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
not.
No. It's definitely a big rivalry though, especially in football.
Yeah.
And so if you saw what happened, I'm going to explain if you weren't watching the game, for those of you who weren't watching the game. It's 4th quarter, probably, I would say a couple minutes left in the game. And it's clearly one-sided in terms of the Browns winning the game.
Are you talking about what happened?
So the Browns,
I think that was like sorry to interrupt the lose of the week. Dude, I think it was like 5 seconds left, like about to walk off
Yeah,
the field or something like that.
yeah. No, that's even better. That's even more to prove my point.
Yeah,
It
you
was
get even more
so
mad.
late in the game, and the game was already decided. Okay.
Yeah.
And Myles Garrett of the Browns, who's on the winning team,
Yeah.
okay, puts a hard hit on the Steelers quarterback, Mason Rudolph. Okay.
Mhm.
No big deal.
Yeah.
That's a regular football play. Okay. So after the play, the cameras obviously cut away because they're not going to keep it on the quarterback, but it goes back to the quarterback.
Yeah.
And you see, here's what I see. I see Mason Rudolph trying to rip off Myles Garrett's helmet.
Mhm.
So I see this and I'm like, who does this quarterback think he is? This is not Big Ben. This is not anybody that's ever been established in any league.
Yeah.
Now hear
Okay.
because I know
He's terrible.
people are probably thinking right now that I'm targeting Mason Rudolph. Not doing it.
Mason Rudolph is terrible, though.
He's terrible. Absolutely
bad.
terrible. And he's a word. Okay. I'm going to keep it at that for trying to rip off and start something like that so late in the game when you're already the game's over. It's decided. So upon seeing that, Myles Garrett literally takes him like a rag doll, rips his helmet off his head. Okay. And throws him to the ground. Like, I don't even know. Like he looked like he was lifeless. Okay. He was just being thrown around like free will.
Mhm.
Okay. So I see this now and I'm like, that's crazy. You don't see this often in football. Like it's usually very organized. Like the refs are on it like that. As soon as something starts, like they're breaking it up.
Mhm.
But this was just an all-out brawl. So as soon as that happens, the helmets come off. Myles Garrett is being held back now, okay, by a player on the opposing team.
Mhm.
So he decides to take the quarterback's helmet that he just ripped off and bash Mason Rudolph right in the dome piece with it. Okay. How ignorant can you be to do that in a nationally televised game at the end of a game that's already decided with someone that everyone knows Myles Garrett could destroy Mason Rudolph. It's no question, like you could see just based on looking at them, size-wise. Then on top of it, I don't know. I also blame Mason Rudolph for initiating it. I think a lot of people are thinking like you, where they say, "Oh, he got hit in the helmet." Don't get me wrong. Him ripping off the helmet should have been it. Myles Garrett. He should have stopped after that. Should have been done. He threw him around like a little girl. That was it. Okay, he got his win. Okay, but him bashing him over the head with the helmet, uncalled for. But Mason Rudolph initiated. Tried to rip off his helmet, and he was barking up the wrong tree, and he got sat down. Like the nothing that he is. That's the only way to put it.
That's where I'm going to argue with you on that. I don't think Rudolph really initiated it because the late hit obviously was just ridiculous. No need for it. Even if he was like pulling at his head, Myles Garrett is a significantly bigger guy. Like you can beat him up. Maybe he did start a little bit. I think it's both of them kind of started it. But the stuff Myles Garrett did was the worst thing I've ever seen.
No, I've never seen that in my life. I've never seen that. There was people literally, because both teams got involved after, just curb stomping players in the head, like stepping on them. I'm like, what is this? It looks terrible for the league.
It looks terrible. The thing I'll say is too, Myles Garrett, even if he ripped off his head, walked over to him, punched him in the face, even though he's significantly bigger than Rudolph, that would be better because you see players fighting, throwing fists. You've seen it before, punching around. Swinging the helmet around. If he used the other side of it, the hard part on the top, and hit him on the head with his power, could have killed him.
Oh, 100%.
Easily. Could have killed him
100%.
on the field of football with all those fans watching, with everyone watching on TV. That was ridiculous.
No, that I'm not going to deny. That, like I said, that was so uncalled for, like beyond stupid. Like anyone who, you don't even have to play football to know not to do that. That's just
a member of society.
Crazy. But I mean, the one thing I just feel like they should both be to blame for this, and I'm not sure if they handed out suspensions yet. But Mason Rudolph should definitely be handed something too.
He got fined.
That's it.
Yeah,
he
didn't do that much.
Bro, I watched the video though.
He yanked his helmet. That's not a penalty.
He was he kept trying to pull at it, and he was just unsuccessful because Myles Garrett was so much bigger and overpowering.
He was on top of him. He's trying to pull his helmet off. I don't think. Yeah, I think you're putting too much blame on Mason Rudolph.
No.
A little quarterback who just got late hit and he's yanking his helmet.
All I'm saying is if I were able to use certain terminologies here, if I were able to, he looked like a little baby out there.
When you are bigger, you have to understand that you have certain responsibilities where you need to keep your cool more than someone who's small. Myles Garrett pulling or Mason Rudolph pulling his helmet isn't going to hurt him.
But I can't. I know, but it's the whole. So let's just say, for argument's sake,
Okay.
he pulls off Myles Garrett's helmet.
Okay.
Then what?
Then what?
Then let's just say everything
it's nothing.
transpired the same way, though. Then who are you blaming?
If Myles Garrett still did the same thing.
So, yeah, right after Myles Garrett rips off his helmet. How though?
Because
initiated
he swung it.
But it doesn't. I
I
get
initiated it. Okay, so let's say I walk over and I punch you in the face, and then you take out a gun and shoot me in the head. Who's to blame? Who?
that. Technically,
Blame it on me.
yeah,
How is it me?
because it would be self-defense then at that point.
Self-defense to a certain extent.
But if you feel that your life is being threatened,
Yeah,
so
but
let's just say
He wasn't threatening his life. It'd be me punching you in the face and then walking away a little bit, and then you're like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hey, what's wrong?" And then you just turn around and just boom.
I don't know. All I'm saying, you could agree to disagree here. I think they're both at fault.
I think they're both at fault too, but I don't think it's.
And I'm not happy with what I saw, and I would definitely don't want to see Mason Rudolph in the NFL again.
Mason or Myles?
Mason Rudolph.
Mason in the NFL again?
I not for being suspended. I just don't want to see him playing. After
Mason.
this, I want Big Ben to come back after this season. And I don't want to hear Mason Rudolph
I feel
again.
like you're overreacting from what he did. He didn't do that much wrong. He was fired up about the game. He's pissed off. His team was losing. He got a late hit, and he tried to fight someone, and then he takes off his helmet and gets hit in the head. Like, I understand it doesn't look good for him. He looks like a baby. I agree with that. But saying you never want to see him in the NFL.
No, I'm just disgusted. We spoke about how terrible he is already, and for him to just cause this whole ruckus, like he's nobody.
Cause the whole ruckus.
He's nobody. Nobody.
Right. You want to we'll go past it. We're not going to come to an agreement on this one. Put my loser of the week down. This one gets me really fired up, just because what I know about it. Like, I've heard a lot of information about it, and it disgusts me. So my loser of the week, and people might look at me funny. My loser of the week is SpongeBob. You're looking at me funny.
I sort of know where this is going. I think I sort of know where this is going.
After I'm done explaining it, you're going to know exactly where I'm going. This won't be an argument. This is going to be a, wow, me and Mike are on the same side. Where's Nickelodeon? Okay, so I don't know if you know anything about the history, but the creator of SpongeBob, Steven Hillenburg, he passed away recently.
Okay.
Or like somewhat recently, I think within the year or 2 years.
Okay.
And one thing he kept saying in Nickelodeon, he says, I never want a SpongeBob spinoff. That's one thing I never want to happen. Like, I am so against this. Made it very public. Okay?
Yeah.
And then SpongeBob, or Nickelodeon, after he passes away, they're creating a spin-off show of SpongeBob as a little kid at camp. After he specifically said, please don't do this. And then as soon as he passed away, Nickelodeon's like, I don't care. I don't owe him anything, even though he created one of my most popular shows of all time. And then it goes into another part where they're making the movie, and the movie just does not look good.
Did you see Keanu Reeves is in it. I like Keanu Reeves, but
Keanu.
But you know what I'm saying though? Like, how, like, I feel like they're starting to reach at this point.
Oh
like,
my God,
they are reaching so hard now. Like, SpongeBob's been big for a while. If you look, it wasn't just when we were kids. It's been around for like 20-something years.
Yeah,
They've been around for a minute. And it's just like, I feel like now, once certain like movies and shows start getting to that point where people, like, there's a lack of exposure and like people aren't recognizing them as as much, they just start reaching and trying to like expand their name when it's not there anymore. It's done. It had its time. It had its peak. There's peaks and valleys. That's it.
It's gross to watch, honestly, because they're doing this stuff.
Didn't they make it like real life? Isn't it like it's based in the real world or something? Or
no, so it's like this like new animation that like doesn't look normal, and it's just like, it's not cartoon. It's not like real, like what's it called? We always talk about when it's like, if they're not trying to make like SpongeBob real, but it's like this
like the
in between area where it's like half realistic, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, what is this animation?
Didn't they try and just do that recently with Sonic the Fox?
Oh my!
You know what I'm saying though? I don't know why. I saw a bunch of memes about it. People are roasting it.
Smart,
and that they switched it back.
It's smart they switched it back.
Yeah.
But even with that terrible, I don't know if you saw the one that was actually there, like the one that was supposed to.
Yeah, it was terrible. It looked like the SpongeBob movie though. I saw the trailer for the SpongeBob thing, and I was like,
that was worse though, because he like had like weird like scaly hairy arms, and like
it just looked weird. Like, I feel like
it looks weird.
It's nightmares.
But you know why that was actually ended up? I think it's gonna make a lot of money for these guys, because that gross depiction of Sonic from the trailer got so much press of people being like so many jokes about it. The internet is blazing about it. It's trending all over the place.
And
Everyone's getting
honestly,
mad about it. And then you know what they do?
they change it.
They change it. You know how much it
And
costs
they
them?
make what people like.
You know how much the redesign cost them? $5 million to redesign the new Sonic.
So now wait. I mean, I don't know anything personally. I don't know if you have any knowledge. Is that a lot? 5 million to me, obviously, to you and I, that's a lot. But like to a company like that, would you say it's a lot to just start fresh?
I wouldn't say it's a lot, and especially for all the press they have. And then now people are praising them. They're like, "Wow, this one looks really good." Like,
and you know what else it shows? That they're listening to their consumers. And when you do that, you build up the brand loyalty. This is what we learn in school, you know. But yeah, it's literally, it's so true though. Like if you build up that brand loyalty, like, and you see that like you're working with them, like people are gonna flock to your brand, to your company.
Reynolds goes, Nickelodeon is a loser, not SpongeBob.
Nickelodeon, Nickelodeon's been on the downfall. I'm not saying I watch, but I browse. And some of the shows I see are ridiculous. Like, how are kids watching this?
Flipping through the channels, you see this, and it's like,
I would never in a million years, if I were that age, watch it. Maybe it's because I didn't grow up like young in today's world, but that's, I don't know, not me. Didn't strike me.
Well, no, I feel like the kids nowadays like don't even watch like kids shows. They just
like
go on
watching
Netflix.
Like Family Guy though in like 5th grade, like 4th grade, like
But we also had some shows. I can't think of them now.
No, there was some good ones like Drake and Josh. That's a phenomenal. Like that was like a Teen Nick show, but Teen Nick was fire back then, and now it's like, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about Nickelodeon.
We should probably cut too.
Let's go to our life hack real quick, and then we'll
all right.
So we got. You want to do 2 life hacks today, or you want to just do the one? Yours. It's up to you.
Whatever you want to do.
Say yours first. You want me to say mine first?
Yeah, you can say
all right. First. So my life hack isn't that good, so I'm just gonna say it quick. But it's a life hack nonetheless.
Mine.
We're giving you a 2 for 1. We'll say it quick. Okay, deal with it. Enjoy it. So my life hack. I saw a picture, okay, on the internet, and it's a technique for microwaving. So to microwave 2 plates at once, I saw someone put a plate down, put food around it. Then they put like a glass mason jar in the middle. You could put any glass, like a mug in the middle, whatever you want.
Anything microwave friendly.
Yeah, anything microwave friendly. And then you lay a plate on top of it, and you could start microwaving 2 for 1. So just like the life hacks of the week is 2 for 1, that's 2 for 1 too. And if you want to get fancy, you got a high microwave, stack up another one. Go with 3. Go with a 3-tray track.
That one.
3-tray rack. Yeah.
That would be bananas.
That would be sicko mode. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So if you're, in a crunch for time or something, you need a microwave like an excessive amount of things at once.
Pizza rolls.
Try that. Why not? You want to eat the whole box of pizza rolls this time? Go with a double rack. Trust me.
I'm going to go through mine quick because we got to take a break. But a little story. So young me, sitting there, diner, French fries. I want the ketchup so bad. I'm scooping a knife in there, doing everything I can, slamming on the top. And for some reason, it's not coming out. And I'm freaking out. I'm a little kid, very young. I'm like, what the heck is happening? Like, I just want the ketchup out. What's wrong with this? So then this random guy comes over the table with me and my parents. And he's just the smartest person I've ever seen in the world. Walks over to me. It's one of the glass bottles. And he teaches me this little trick. So if you have the glass bottle of Heinz ketchup, you hit where the 57 is embroidered. It's so small you wouldn't notice it unless you know this trick. And so you're holding it and you're hitting it and going down at the same time. And every ketchup, like every bit of the ketchup in the bottle will just go right down. It's insane. It's the best way to get any of it out.
So wait, what's your take on? I see people like roll the bottle sometimes in their hand. You think that's a Greek myth?
Rookie. If I see you rolling the bottle and I own a restaurant, I'm saying scram.
I want to see more of the glass bottles. I miss the glass bottles.
I like the glass bottles a lot.
Even with like Pepsis and whatnot, it gives it that vintage feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what the issue is too? For the ketchup, I feel like it gets gross when it all gets like stuck on the
It
top.
does. Yeah, it does. It does.
It gets
honestly what my place does, and I kind of hate it to be honest.
What they do?
they give sides of ketchup.
I like that.
But you don't get an actual ketchup thing on your table. So let's just say you're eating your French fries, you run out of ketchup, you gotta wait to get a waiter, and then they'll bring you more ketchup. You already finished your French fries.
I'll say
that's one of my beefs.
I like that, but I agree that is my peeve, especially when you get like takeout and then
like you need an excess amount sometimes. You're better off giving more than less.
Me myself, yeah, I agree. I'm assuming you're the same way. We eat a lot of ketchup. Big ketchup guys.
You know what I heard actually? For us ketchup guys,
What?
ketchup prevents cancer. Take that to the bank.
Take that to the bank.
I read that.
Number 3 life tip.
Number 3 life hack, moisturizing ketchup. Eat ketchup. Do whatever you can with ketchup. Incorporate it into your diet because it's saving lives. We're going to take a break now. Be back for part 2, guys. Tune into the YouTube. Tune into the IG page. We're streaming it live, so definitely come back.
All right. Thank you.
Close that one.